Right, I did. It was an accident. I promise. I just packed it, and I found out it was St. Patrick's Day after putting it on. I was like, oh well, did what I need to do, huh? Absolutely. Well, y'all, you know,
Carol, how are you feeling now that everything is signed and over with?
yeah, I mean, I feel great. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited, obviously, and blessed to be even thinking about playing another year of football. So that's my goal every year is just to make sure I'm doing enough to be playing the following year, and I'm thankful that I'm getting that opportunity here.
Um, you expressed your sort of anxiety of the experiencing free agency
Yeah,
and everything. So how
absolutely.
much relief do you feel now that it's all settled and you
Yeah, it's definitely a relieving feeling. Especially getting signed and getting it out the way pretty early. But it's definitely always anxiety. I'm sure. Whenever we get to the point and where I'm at the end of this contract, and hopefully I'll get to sign back again. But I'm gonna have anxiety all over again. You know what I mean? So, because that's just the type of person I am, man. I really build strong relationships. I'm a locker room guy. I'm a people's person. I'm a y'all person. I just treat everybody how I want them to treat me. So I think that anxiety just comes from just being cool with everybody and being cool with the media people, being cool with the training staff. So, but yeah, like I said, man, it's definitely an experience, and I always have to remind my wife that it's anxiety, but it's good anxiety. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely good anxiety. So, but yeah, we're working through that now.
Was it harder to see all your old teammates start to go elsewhere, or was it harder? Like, was it harder to see that, or was it harder not knowing that you were gonna
I
be
think
leaving
both,
them?
honestly. I think both, because obviously you got to worry about yourself, and you got to worry about But like I said, it just goes back. That's the type of person I am. I want the best for everybody that I'm friends with and I'm cool with. So definitely, everybody's starting to get picked off the roster. It's kind of like, oh, get a little shaky. But and then yeah, obviously, just want to know where my future is, where my future holds, and getting to come out to New Orleans and expand on that future is beautiful. I'm happy to be able to.
Almost feels like free agency is kind of like the end of high school, you
I literally said that. I literally said that. I was like, feels like everybody's like transferring out, like people getting expelled and transferred. It's like it's not a good feeling, but like like I said, it's for the best. It's like you said, it's just like high school, but imagine everybody getting full scholarships, and that's how you gotta look at it. So when you look at it like that and try and look at it in a positive light, it's not as bad.
So, what kind of drew you to the Saints, or what was their sales pitch to convince you to sign here?
Well, I mean, honestly, I hadn't even known at the time that they had released or traded their two interior guys. So I mean, honestly, I told my agents, just to kind of look around for the best opportunity, because that's a word that you guys will hear me use a lot throughout while I'm here is just opportunity. Because I feel like that's one of the things that people kind of overlook. A lot of people like to compare opportunities to each other's and stuff like that, and that's not the type of person I am. I'm just all about my opportunity and what I get to do with it. And so honestly, it wasn't anything that like, oh, I got a call from all these different teams. I was like, I want to go with them. It was the fact that that's really why I came because the Saints were contacting my agents. They were like, hey, we want them. We want to give them an opportunity. And once you hear that, it's like I kind of was like, well, I don't need to hear anything else. That's the biggest thing on me is, getting the opportunity and wanting to feel wanted and wanting to feel like, oh, you're gonna get some, valuable time in there and valuable experience. And that was the tone from the jump. Like as soon as I started talking to them, and as soon as my agent started talking to me about them, or about here. So yeah, I was like, I'm eager to do it. Why not? And you get the opportunity, you get the chances, and why wouldn't I take it?
What are things, some things that you bring both just on the field and off the field that the people who aren't familiar with what you can provide, that they're going to see this season?
Yeah. Well, on the field, obviously, you can tell by my body, I'm more of a run player, big body. I definitely use violence in my hands and stuff like that. And then also just athleticism, just raw athleticism, man. I take pride in being an athlete. I always kind of not played the right position I was supposed to until I got to the league, you know what I mean? So I definitely take pride in that and just kind of catching people off guard when, you know, you're thinking like, oh, he's going to be a mauler or whatever, and then kind of got some good feet to kind of get around. So, yeah, that's on the field. And then off the field, man, like I said, I'm a unifier. You know, you know, Tyron can speak to it. TK can speak to it. You know, those are two guys that Dan, all of those three guys that I played with before. And even as a rookie, I mean, when I came in, it was just kind of the gravitational pull that we all pulled each other together and kind of, you know, just capitalize off of that and make a real unit and make a real bond. And so off the field, I think that's, like I said, those three guys will tell you kind of about that, and you guys will find out, you know, over the weeks. But that's, you know, that's what I bring, man. I bring brotherhood. I went to a really small school in college, and that was the whole 4 years there. It's brotherhood. Like, they used to give me recruits, and they're like, oh, how are you getting them here? I'm like, I'm not lying to them. Ain't nothing to do here. It's your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, man, you know, that's just type of person I am. I got a lot of brothers in my actual family, and, you know, as soon as I join to a team, I look at it as like I'm adding, you know, however many, 90, we got the 90-man roster, I'm adding 90 new brothers, and I'm going to treat them as such. You know, regardless of who stays and who doesn't, you can ask anybody who I've ever been a teammate with. We're still in contact. You know, I don't care if you was there for 2 days on practice squad. I don't care if we played 4 years together. I'm going to treat you the same way and, you know, just treat you with respect. And, you know, that's what I kind of bring off the field.
Did you reach out to any of them during this process to kind of get a feel of what this organization and
Oh, absolutely.
particularly, you know, defense, and maybe just, you know, not only just organization, but maybe even just talking schemes or just like what you guys are, you know, like what this scheme does?
Yeah, absolutely. When I signed, I was actually, well, not when I signed, but when I agreed to the terms, I was in Vegas, and it was like, I want to say, 10 or 11 there. And I called TK, and he answered. I was like, oh, damn, I didn't think he was going to answer. But it was, you know, like 1 here or something. But he answered, and that's just, you know, he was telling me he was excited to have me come down here, you know, excited to be back working together. You know, told me he was telling me he can offer me some looking at houses together and stuff like that, so that's cool. And then so I talked to him like literally the night that I agreed, and then T5 or Tyra and I talked to before I got down here. He had tweeted me a couple times, and I like retweeted and interacted like that. But then I actually texted him when I was on the plane headed down here, and me and him actually went out to dinner last night, and you know, caught up and stuff like that. And I'm happy to be back with him, man. He's a real prevalent figure in my career. You know what I mean? I came in as a rookie, and he was there. He was a vet. He was a vocal leader, so I'll never forget that. I'm happy to be back with him, man. I'm happy, and it's crazy. It's different. It's a little different this time because, you know, I'm not a rookie no more. You know what I mean? So I hope I can add to it, man. I hope I can add to that leadership with him. He knows the type of guy I am. He knows my heart, man. He knows, you know, just what type of things I want to do and what type of things I like to bring to a room. And so, you know, I hopefully can look to help lead and, you know, help, you know, get some wins, and that's all we want to do here.
Was there anything specific about the Saints' defensive scheme, like Dennis Allen's system, that stuck out to you? Having rotation, you as somebody that can play multiple techniques, anything like that?
Yeah, well, actually, when I was talking to Tyron, that's what we were talking about a little bit too, and just like the attacking nature of the defense. And I've kind of been a read and react type of player up until now, just as far as, you know, playing with obviously Chris Jones. You know, you gotta be a little more reactionary, but that's the type of defense that you're in. And so I think the main difference that me and Tyron was talking about was just how you really get after it. You know, you really can pin your ears back, and like everybody is picking up the havoc from everybody. You know what I mean? So it's not like a you know, one person or one group type of thing. It's like, you know, the bullets flying everywhere, man, and that's why I like that type of defense, because it's just so one I feel like it's easier to get acclimated to a defense like that, because when your number one goal is just effort and flying around, that makes it easy to learn the defense, you know. And so, but yeah, I think I'm excited about that as far as this type of defense, and then also just it being such a historic defensive team, a historic defensive city. It's beautiful, man. I had the luxury of playing with an offensive team, and it's beautiful. It's fun, but I am excited to get to some traditional defense for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier that your college would give you recruits. Is that in reference to when they're trying to recruit a player?
Yes.
They would have you
Host them. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I've hosted like at least 20 people in Western. Like I got a.
conversion rate.
I'm about to say I got a good rate. I probably only lost about 2 of them, honestly, and the only reason I lost 2 of them was probably because in FCS you can do like partial scholarship, and so FBS is either full or nothing. FCS you can go 75%, blah blah blah. I think that's the only reason I lost 2 of them because they got full from somewhere else. But other than that, yeah, I'm almost undefeated.
You also caught a touchdown while you were
Yeah, absolutely.
looking forward to doing that.
Hey, if it's in the plan, absolutely, I am. If that's what they need, I always tell every coach that I start playing for it. When they ask me like, oh, so what you got? What's your plan? Or what you play? I'm like, nah. Do you play D-line? No, I don't play D-line. I just play football. You know what I'm saying? So whatever y'all need me to do on the football field, on them 100 yards, it can get done. It can get done. So, but yeah, man, if it's in the plan, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do whatever I can to help the team win. But hopefully, me on offense is in the plan of helping the team win. Right. So we just got Jamaal, so hey, and I've been with him all day. I was like, hey, look, you get used to being behind me. I might be fullback for a couple plays, so you never know.
You can block for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I was cleared out. Yeah.
Was there a time this offseason where you thought maybe going back to the Chiefs was a possibility, or was that just all up in the air at the time?
It was in the air. Like I said, there's nothing but respect for the organization, but there's a lot of turnaround. Obviously, when you win a championship or go to championships or whatever, they try to keep the team as much as the same as they can. But when you got guys who are year 3 or year 4, or guys on a 1-year deal and they come contribute tremendously to a Super Bowl winning team or a Super Bowl playing in team, a lot of times you're gonna lose that. You're gonna lose guys. So I don't think that anybody was just like super surprised. I mean, obviously it's a little hard. I've played all 4 years with those guys. Love those guys to death. Got some real brothers on that team, and it's hard. But like they say, you got to do what's best for you. You got to make smart business decisions, and I trust the Chiefs to make their decisions. And just like all my brothers and all my teammates, I trust them to make theirs as well. So it's definitely bittersweet, but now the sweet part is this. So yeah.
Well, he does have a 4:00 flight, so
All right.
We have to ask where you went to dinner last night because it's just a running joke when I saw the new additions.
Where were we at? Just Ruth Chris. Wasn't nothing too crazy. Yeah, it was because I was staying in the Four Seasons. It was across the street, so he was like, "All right, we just go there." It's like, "Cool, that's all right." Yeah.
We'll have to give you some recommendations.
Oh my God! Don't do that. I'll just mosey around and find it because